And we're back again. Okay, we're recording. It's all good. I'm a bit confused. Okay, we're going to pretend that today is December the 20th. So after the shenanigans of December the 19th, when I actually did it on that day, which is December the 19th, I'm going to do December the 20th, in fact, a day beforehand, on December the 19th. So it's a very exciting day, December the 19th. I shouldn't give away the tricks of the trade, though. So, but anyway, today is December the 20th, and we're going to use the genie to point to December the 20th, which is somewhere over here, right here, down in the corner, so close. It's the day that it is the 20th. My goodness, it seems to go so fast. The point is that it's right next to 24, so it's very tantalizing just how close we are to finishing this silliness, and then we can move on to more exciting things that we can do. So I am again recording on two different devices, so we don't have the super loud of the camera microphone, but then again when I tried to put them all together, and the video did not come out as good, so I uploaded two versions of yesterday's, which is pretty exciting. But anyway, let's do this. And today's exciting tool we're going to use for breaking over number 24 is in fact going to be a golf ball. That's so cool. Wow, look at that. Have you ever seen a golf ball before? Look how big it is. It's giant. In fact, it's got a smiley face on it. Did I draw that? It's got two smiley faces on it. I think that's who can understand the strange world of golf? Not me, that's for sure. The only reason I have this is because the same reason I have a whole bunch of these things is because sometimes I ride my bicycle past a golf course, and quite often somebody's whacked the golf balls over the fence and onto the road. And I'm surprised cars don't get hit by these things, but they do make it all the way across the road to the other side from where the golf course is. This is going to be tricky. Okay, we're going to have to do it like we're doing a scratchy thing, or oh, look at that, there we go, it just gave way when we least expected it. Alright. Oh, I've just done 24. What have I done? Oh my goodness, this is going crazy. Oh no, this is what happens when you talk about golf. Alright, what are we going to do? Ah, what a way to ruin the whole thing. Oh my goodness, it's all over now. We'll just have to fill in a order for a florist. Alright, this is my florist order florist order pad. Say that really fast. People say, I can say that really easily. Well, some of us can't, so get over it. So anyway, florist, and you can tell it's a florist thing because it's got, this is the worst pen ever. None of them work. That's why I hate those pens. They give you so much expectation. It's like there's 4 different types of things and none of them will work. This video is going to take forever at this rate. Okay, that's a flower. This is a florist. I'm going to take this off. It's like I'm writing a prescription. Take one of these and stuff it over the top. I don't have any sellotape. So this, I do have sellotape. Okay. I'm well prepared. There we go. So there we go, that silliness is over, and I've covered up part of that one. I can't believe I did that. Oh my goodness, the drama. Okay, just breathe, everybody. Take a moment. Just realize that, life goes on. It's all fine. It could be worse. It could be much, much worse. Alright, so let's go back to here. Where's the golf ball gone? Should we use the golf ball? It's kind of unlucky now. This is the unlucky golf ball. It's number 5. Everybody knows that number 5 is an unlucky number. It's actually kind of appropriate though, because there's 5 days left. Okay, so double check. 20. Let's do this. It says 20. Can you even see that it says, I'm sure, just trust me, I made a big mistake and everything's gone wrong, and we're fixing it up as quick as we can. And it's another droid? Or ship, or I don't know. It's a droid. I think it's a droid. No, it can't be a droid. It's a ship. I'm going to say I'm a bit bored of ships. It's definitely not on the front cover. We didn't do the whole thing. And oh my goodness, this is going to fit so well in our conversation from last evening, or last day, which was yesterday, which was this morning for me, because that's how things work in this part of the planet. And I was going to use, so this morning we used a copy of The Force Awakens on DVD. Today we're going to use my work in progress Christmas tree. Or one of my work in progress Christmas trees. This is going to have fancy lights on it at some point. But I couldn't do it tonight because I went and lost my power drill, which is weird because it's a Ryobi, however you say it, and they're bright green, and you'd think they'd be easy to find, but no. Okay, let's go. And we'll open all this up. It's a very fast talking night today. None of that I'm going to talk so slowly stuff. Oh, I threw the piece of plastic away. Alright. This looks like a reasonably straightforward build. Like, I don't think anyone's going to struggle with this one. It looks like the final result is... We'll do the zoomy thing. Zoom. And we'll bring this into the right position. I'm knocking the camera around, so there'll be like... Not the camera, the microphone. So on the recording there's going to be like bumps and scratches and things. But anyway, let's have a look. Don't look at the camera to see what's happening. Look at the picture, Matthew. Alright. What if somebody who watches this actually has the same name as me, and their name is Matthew too, and every time I talk to myself, which is the entire video actually, because I'm just sitting here in my room talking to myself, then they're going to think that I'm talking specifically to them, and they might be all startled and jump and go, what? What did I do? Or they might feel like, okay, this is interesting. We should keep this all in the video. We should zoom back out a bit. Alright, so back in the video, and these bits are pretty obvious, and they go together like that. So we've got this bit here. Now the exciting thing is going to come up here, which is this little bit here, because why my goodness if it's not that little gold bar bit, but this time it's orange, just like the conversation we had yesterday about the one that's on top of this thing. And I said that I had an orange one, and then it came on like a snake thing or something like that. I think it might be red on the snake thing, but there's definitely orange ones out there. But now we know for sure these are orange because we've got one right here in our little hands. Now I think this is kind of funny because you can't see this, but this doesn't have a little dot underneath it like your standard piece would. So here's an example. It has a little dot, which means you can slide this around backwards and forwards on this as much as you want, and it could go like there, it could go all the way to the side. You've got the side on view, and then you've got that side, and then you've got the middle, and then you've got like anywhere in between. You have an infinite number of possibilities with this particular piece. In fact, you can turn it around like that. It's like infinite times infinite number of possibilities. So we could do it like that. That's pretty that's pretty hardcore. Alright, so we won't do that though, because I'm pretty sure that's not the intention. But we will do that actually at the very end. We'll tilt it around a bit and see if we can make it look even goofier than it does now. It doesn't look goofy. Somebody spent hours designing this, days maybe, even like a very long process involved in designing these things. And they probably would not appreciate it if they heard somebody on the YouTube saying that it was goofy. They'd be like, hey, and I wouldn't be able to say anything in response. I'd be like, you're right, I deserve every hey that you throw at me. Alright. And then we're back to there, and we're back to there, and that one can go there. So again, cheese slices, and they're the light grey ones. Are the other ones being light grey? I feel like they've all been dark grey. We've got some light grey ones, no yellow ones, because I don't know, they probably don't really eat cheese. Well, they did eat cheese before the Empire took over, and then the Empire brought the cheese in for a while, but then the rebellion took over, and then it was all good, and they said no, we don't want cheese. and then the Force, the whatever they are called, the Republic, whatever I don't know what they're called. What are they? I've completely for the First Order. There we go. They were all like, this is a silly conversation, and we won't have any more of it because they were very sensible. That's why they are evil. Okay, so there we go. And that one, I assume, goes that way. That feels like a very snug fit. So you can't really, oh, that's quite clever. You can't really twist it around. That is kind of stuck there, but you can still move it backwards and forwards. You've still got some lateral leeway. So what have we got left? We've got all these pieces. We've got 4 pieces. My goodness, we're going to get so bored of this piece. Remember when we started and this piece was exciting? When we were all like, oh my goodness, it's a garden hose fitting gun thing with a hole in it. That will just, you know, but it's just everywhere now. It's just all over the show. This kind of seems familiar somehow. Well, I don't know what the orange bit is. It looks a bit weird. Okay. How am I going to fit in watching The Force Awakens before Christmas? I did in fact watch Skyscraper this evening, and that was okay. It was very obviously harking back to the days of Die Hard and so on, and other kind of films where things happen in buildings, like Towering Inferno, I guess. It was good. It was better than Darkest Minds. And I would like to point out, since we're going to fly these things around, I don't think this ever happened. You gotta have the flyby. I can't do everybody flying by at once. So here we go. Here's 3 of them. If only we had like funny music, and then like cartoons, and then they go in one door, and then they come out the other door, and then they go in another door, and then the person who was following the other person is actually being followed by the first person, and it's all crazy. They're like this, and then they're like, what happened? Oh no, how'd that happen? It's all like cartoons. So these are actually being, this is Bugs Bunny's, and this is somebody else's. They really should have, I mean, they're never going to, of course, have Warner Brothers cartoons. But then again, they've got a big thing with DC. DC's not owned by Warner Brothers. What am I talking? It is owned by Warner Brothers. That's right. DC's Warner Brothers, right? Has the rights to it, and Lego Movie is Warner Brothers, I think. And so you'd think maybe they could do that. They would have Bugs Bunny Lego. Who wants Disney Lego? We want Warner Brothers cartoons. We want the Roadrunner and things like that, and other slightly more racist cartoons from the day, or so on. But anyway, I think we'll leave it there. This was the most, well, it's kind of cool. I'm not gonna say it's terrible, but it's just like it's alright. It's alright. It's got this thing here, and that's fine. I feel like it should have something on the back. What if it actually goes like this? Like I thought at first it was like a little robot. I walked around like that. Hello, I am robot. Maybe it should be that way. That's better. But obviously these are not real feet, because they were just like whoop, fell over. One more time for good times. Fell over. All right. So yeah, we'll put this back in the next box. We could put it just in the box that it came from for now, and these bits can go in the spare piece box, which is just any random place that I could find. And we'll put away the tree. Look at that tree. Look at that tree. We're going to have to zoom all the way back out. And that's what this tree looks like at the moment. I spent many days painting this. It's going to be, I've said arm a lot tonight. Tonight's an arm thing. So anyway, this is well over the thing. We could have easily finished this 5 minutes ago. There's nothing else to do. So we're going to finish it there. So have a good night, and so on and so on.